Grace and peace, people. What's up? Hope everybody is doing well. It's your boy Ice Wall Cowboy back like I never left. I'm one of the Cowboys content creators. Oh man, what's the brother's name? I'll think of it in a minute, but he always says that. I like that. I have to ask him if I can use him officially. Back like I never left. It's actually from a rap song. I think that's from a rap song. Back like I never left. Yeah, that's from a rap song. Can't remember what it was or who it was, but it's from a song. Anyway, man, I hope everybody is doing well. As you can tell, I am on the road, packed all up. Got the cold weather gear. That's what you're seeing right there. Whew, because it's cold. It is 37 degrees right now. I am on the road. I'm excited to be headed home. Trying to get it in, man, before this weather hits. Mississippi and then Alabama is about to experience some freezing rain and snow. In the area that I was in, they're saying one model says 1 to 4 inches. Another model says 6 to 8 inches. So I'm guessing somewhere between 1 and 10 inches. I don't know. Not a meteorologist, but probably could do just as good to some degree. But no, in all seriousness, most of the time they do a pretty good job. But I noticed something lately that they're doing. They don't give you the information as far out as they used to. It used to be they would give you, yeah, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, 10 days out, 8 days out, 9 days out. Now, they'll give you a little, just a little touch of it, a little taste of it, kind of hint at it a little bit, 10, 12 days out. But I guess they were getting beat up so much because something was wrong, their predictions were wrong or whatever, I don't know. But it got to the point where now they don't do that. Oh, they don't do that anymore. Because I got my high def on. Hold on now. Well, I pray it is. I don't have time to look for it right now. I'm driving, so it is what it is. Gotta be safe. Can't be playing around with that phone. Speaking of which, I was just reading the other day in our safety briefing, morning safety briefing, the numbers for, I believe it was 2014, and distracted driving, and how distracted driving can cause so many accidents, so many deaths. Somebody will say, well, you're distracted while you're making that video. No, I'm not. It's just like if I had somebody sitting next to me, I'd be talking to them. So instead of talking to them, I'm talking to you. And you'll notice I'm not staring at the camera. I'm actually watching the traffic. Now, if you can't walk and chew bubble gum, by God, you better get a chauffeur. You better be rich, because you're going to need somebody to help you with that. But at any rate, distracted driving kills a lot of people. I've gotten a lot better about that, because I've seen some of the accidents, some of the aftermaths of those accidents. And some accidents, and I'll come back to that, are caused by, let's see. I don't know if y'all be able to see this really good. I want you to, though. There we go. Okay. Y'all see all those cars are stacked up right there? Do you know why they're stacked up like that? They're stacked up like that because some genius decided that he or she didn't need to get out of the left lane and let other people that were going faster than them pass. See that blue car all the way up there? Well, there's a car right in front of them. Car, the Dodge or whatever it is. There's something right in front of them. And while they're going a reasonable rate, we're doing about 65. You can't lie. I normally cruise somewhere between 75 and 80. It just is what it is. Is it safe? Yeah, if you're paying attention and you're driving defensively, which I am, by God's grace, very good at. Had a lot of training in that area. But having had that training, I guess it gives me an advantage because I actually know the rules of the road. And it seems that nowadays most people don't. You'll see as we get up here, somebody is at the front of this herd, as I call it, and that somebody is actually holding probably 3 or 4 cars that would be going faster than them up. They won't get over in most cases until they just. Sometimes they won't get over at all. Sometimes they get over, but it's only once they've gotten to the point where they feel like, okay, I passed everybody I can pass, so I guess I'll get over now. No consideration for the fact that the person that's behind them actually just caught them. And because they caught them, that means they were going faster than them. But it doesn't matter to them. All that matters is I'm in front of you. So, at any rate, and maybe it's a result of something I heard the other day. The other day, someone told me that now, I don't know if this is true in Alabama, but they say that in the state of Mississippi, you do not have to take the road test anymore to get your license. If you take the driving test written and pass it, you can get your license and keep pushing. Man, that's a nice King Ranch right there. Golly, y'all see that? It's nice. Big 350. But anyway, yeah, so how do you really know how to drive if all you do is take a written test? To me, that's just, I don't know. I don't know who comes up with these rules. Some of the stuff is just stupid. Okay, baby want to run today. And that is a stupid rule. Now that truck right there did right. They got over. Now let's see if this guy in front of me is going to do the same thing, because I'm running a little bit faster than them. But obviously they are not. Exhibit 8, Your Honor. An ignorant person that won't let other folks pass. Lock him up. See, just what I'm talking about. The camera wants to do what it wants to do. Okay, so now this white car just got back in front of him. Let's see what they do. I got about a 3-hour drive, and most of the first half is like this. Between Decatur, Alabama, and Birmingham, it's always like this. Well, I take that back. I go from Decatur to Birmingham to Tuscaloosa. Once I get on the west side of Tuscaloosa, it's a lot better. It's a lot less traffic because you're not in such a large metropolitan area. So, but this drive can be harrowing. I mean, and the way people, road rage is real now. I just had a guy, I was just sitting at the pump a few minutes ago. There was a lady at okay, my man got over the black truck. After he slowed me way down, but he got over. Now, there's no one close to me right away that's about to pass, so I'm just going to go ahead and get past this guy. So, not necessarily need to get over. All right, let me show you. Y'all can see down that hill, that stack. I hope my stabilizer is working for this, so you guys will be able to see it. But just before I got on the highway, I was sitting at the pump at the gas station. There was someone at both pumps, so I pulled up behind to be the next in line, and the one that was directly in front of me, he got through pumping his gas first, and the lady in front of him had to go back in the store. Well, he decided he was just going to back up over me. Now, mind you, I'm in a pretty big truck. So, I'm going to be courteous and go ahead and back up and let the guy get out. I don't understand. Is it? Maybe I'm late for work or something. I don't know. Really don't care. I'm just going to try to do the right thing. So I back up, and I can only go so far because, one, there was someone about to walk behind me. Yes, I cleared all my blind spots. And two, from the other side, there was a little gray truck coming, about to pass by. If I backed on up, I would have backed into him, or he would have hit me. So I stopped. And I stopped, and this little Honda decided he's just going to keep coming. So I blew my horn like, hold up, player. You about to run me over? Yeah, I want a new truck, but not like that. So I stopped. And when I stopped, he just kept coming. So I wasn't finna hit this guy that was walking by, so I let the man walk by. And by this time, the little gray truck behind me stopped. And when he stopped, I eased back a little bit further. And this guy, man, he was adamant, I'm fixing to get out of here. So at that point, I just stopped. Because you know what? You're not going to press me into a bad situation because of your stupidity. And man, you see it all the time. All the time now. People are so impatient. There's such a lack of respect. I'm going to run you over because you're not doing what I want you to do in this moment. Even though what I want you to do may not be the right thing, doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what I do. And whatever you do, it's up to you. Or whatever the consequences are. Or I used to hear people say, the devil be damned. What does that mean? I think what they were trying to say was the consequences be damned. But, you know how things get twisted. But at any rate, okay, this is a good shot here coming up. They won't even let me get my distances, man, because they keep slowing down. And I'm not near as close as it looks in that camera, y'all, by the way. I normally try to keep it a minimum of 2 car lengths. 2 big cars, not little cars. But I believe you can see now that stat. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vehicles. Okay, see, this guy would not get over. Okay, now check this out. I'm going to go ahead and get over. Remember that car I mentioned earlier? Way back. The first car I mentioned. That's it. We're just passing on my left. Now, why wouldn't they get over? Well, now guess what? That little young lady right there is probably the perfect example for what I'm talking about. She looks to be in her early 20s. She's got a cigarette in one hand, holding the steering wheel with the other one. But the cell phone is also in the same hand that she's holding the steering wheel. So there you go. It's probably one of those people that did not have to take a road test to get her license. So she may not even know that she's supposed to get out of the left lane into the right lane, and that's where you're supposed to stay until you are passing someone, or at least get out of the way when someone comes up behind you. To me, driving, being on the road, driving now, oh my Lord, and a whole nother stack, y'all. It's crazy. Is a microcosm. Driving is really a microcosm of society today. You see so much. There's so much going on. It's terrible. So where are we as a people, or as people? Why do we no longer respect each other? Why do we no longer respect each other's boundaries or rights or what have you? I don't understand. I don't get it. But you know, my wife and I was having this conversation. It's something I always say. There's some things that I don't want to understand, because in order for you to understand it, you have to be it. In other words, You have to be in that frame of mind to understand, to even understand how a person could justify what they're doing, saying, or thinking, or their way of thinking. I don't know. And what's really scary about all of this is the ones that exhibit the worst behavior is the younger generations. As I get older, and I notice that actually people much older than me, my mom, my wife's grandmother, people like that, they're really on up in age. They're blessed to be here still, but man, the filter is gone. If it comes up, it's coming out. They're just gonna say what they feel. Right, wrong, or otherwise, they're gonna say it. But it used to be that was the older people that they to a degree they're entitled to that. They have earned the right to at least a little indifference and a little indulgence and a little allowance. Whereas young people, when I say young people, I'm talking 40 and under. I don't see where 40 and under has earned that right. Most. And I say 40 and under because I see some crazy 40, even 50 years old, man. They're just nuts, just stupid stuff. I don't know if, good God, everybody you see is puff pass. That's all people do. Why? Again, it's one of those things I don't want to understand, because in order to understand it, you have to be it. Good Lord, look at this. Okay, get over. I'm going to let him in. Come on, player. Flash the lights. Let him know he can come in. He gets over, we're good. I figured that he was going to go on. He gets some yonder. That's actually probably a good driver, because he got into the right lane like he was supposed to. And you saw he took off. Oh, Nelly. I don't want to hit my brakes that hard. Besides, I'm going to pass some of these guys. Look at this, y'all. Look at this craziness. Look, see, look at that mean Kevin. That little red car right there. Shouldn't they be in the right lane? I'm doing 65. He's probably doing about 58. Not even doing anywhere near the speed limit. Here's another one. Nowhere near the speed limit. Stupid stuff. Just stupid. Go on, buddy. I was just going to get past them. Another slowpoke. Let me tell you something. This is where most of your traffic jams come from, and a lot of your accidents. I had to speed up to about 65 to get past them. It's just freaking ridiculous. If you are a person that does this, listen. I know I've been on a bit of a rant, but please hear me. You are putting yourself and a lot of other people in a seriously dangerous position. I saw, matter of fact, we're going to be coming up on that area here shortly. Maybe about a month ago, I guess. Traffic was like this. It was thick. Matter of fact, I know when it was. It was right before Christmas. So it was a lot of traffic. Coming down 65, going to Birmingham. There was a stack of cars just like this one had been. Good job, ooh-wee. Good job. So driver. There was a stack of cars, and that stack of cars was, of course, in the left lane. And kind of like this situation. See that 18 wheeler in front of me on the right side? Well, there was one there, but this was 3-lane. And there was another lane on the right side. So I got over because I was about to get to this 18 wheeler just like this. And I was in the left lane. And this car zooms up. And because he had been back, I saw him coming. He had been back in the back there for some time. And I saw him shoot up in my rearview mirror. He shot up through the middle. And the car that was in front of me was one of those that had been in that left lane for a while. Probably, well, you know what? No, there were 2 other cars in front of me before that one. So this car that was racing up, now, was he right? No, he wasn't right. But still could have been a bad situation. He came racing up, and because he couldn't get over into the left lane, he was coming up on that 18-wheeler in the middle lane, he jumped over into the right lane. What he did not realize is because he was in a small car, a sports car, he couldn't see past that 18-wheeler to know that there was another 18-wheeler beside it, but a little bit ahead of it, going way slower. So as he jumped into that right lane, it's by the grace of the Most High that he did not keep going and slam into that 18-wheeler that was on this other side that he couldn't see. But now, all of that was brought about. Was he wrong? Yes. But all of that was brought about because these cars that sit in this left lane, you don't know what this guy was doing. He might have been trying to get to a hospital. He could have had a pregnant wife in the car. I don't know. But the point is, just get like this car. Just get over. Just get over. This isn't hard. It's not rocket science. If somebody walks up behind you in a hallway and you stop and standing there, instead of blocking them, don't you move to the side? Y'all gonna get somebody killed with this foolishness. Get your behind over. Just because you're going a little bit faster than the cars that you're coming up on does not mean you need to stay in this left lane. Get into the right lane. Let the cars that have just caught you, came up behind you, moving faster than you, and caught you, let them go by. Then you get back into the left lane and pass whatever you're going to pass. All right, family. That's my rant for today. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I had a long, back in the day, cartoons, they had those things, they had those long fists, and you do it like a pair of scissors, you clamp down on it, and the fist will come out, which will pass by people on the right side, and every time I do, I guess that would cause me a wreck, though, wouldn't it? So, okay. All right, I'm not choosing violence today. But here's a thought. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you listening to my rant. And if you know someone that does this or has this issue, please talk to them because it could cause some problems. And I know no one wants to have that on their conscience. All right? Holla. Take care. Hey, oh, by the way, hit that like button for me. Share this. Share it. And yes, this has been a day in the life of Robert Confessions.